Okay, this meeting of the Ascension Parish Zoning Commission is called to order. It's October 8th, 2025, 6 o'clock p.m. Ascension Parish Courthouse, 607 East Worthy Road, Gonzales, Louisiana, 70737. We're in the council chambers, first floor. Next item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance, and Mr. Jones.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll have a roll call of members. Ms. Unitas, let's go right down the road here. Ms. Unitas is present, Mr. Village, Mr. Miller.
Is here.
Nasser. Present. Sheikh Schneider.
Present.
Who's this guy? Who's missing?
Clue up.
Mr. Kluwat's not in attendance, and Mr. Jones. Okay, thank you. Staff introduction.
Zoning Secretary, Jamaica Banker.
Jerry Iscari, IT.
Spencer Long, Parish Attorney.
Eric Poche, Director of Planning and Development.
Lance Brock, zoning official.
Tim Bullion, Senior Planner.
You know, I just realized, Mr. Bullion, we had met you a while back. I mean, that name is golden. That is a great name. Okay. Yeah. I know, don't give me a mic. Next item on the agenda is minutes of the September 10th, 2025 Zoning Commission meeting.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve of Mr. Sheikh Schneider, second by Mr. Jones. Any discussion, comments, exceptions? Cast your votes. Those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Chairman's comments, well, I made my comment in Mr. Bullion's name, but that's the only comment I have. Next item is a public hearing to amend the Ascension Parish Development Code for recommendation for approval or denial to the Ascension Parish Council. So item A, zoning review ID PZ 3720.25 lot B3 for Waste Pro of Louisiana, Inc. It's located on the north side of North Robert Wilson Road, approximately 1,500 feet east of Rayco Sandres Road. Sandres? To amend the Ascension Parish zoning map from Conservation District to Light Industrial L1 District. Is there someone here to speak on this?
Good evening. My name is Jonathan Bradley with MR Engineering, located at 9345 Interline Avenue in Baton Rouge.
My name is Sean Catalano. I am the Waste Pro Regional Engineer for Louisiana and Texas.
Okay, thank you. You want to tell us about your project or whatever?
Yes, so we are requesting to rezone a 20.06 acre portion of the 34 acres, leaving 14 acres conservation. The 14 acres would be located on the west and north side of the property, leaving a buffer between the adjacent properties. Then the south side of our property would be North Robert Wilson Road. The east side would be Interstate 10. So we would still maintain a 14-acre conservation zoning buffer, and then be requesting only 20.06 acres to be rezoned to light industrial.
So let me ask this question. This is one parcel, and we're going to split zone it? That's the request?
No, sir, they partitioned that property out, so they're only asking for lot
Okay, so it's petition.
B3A as that, yes.
Okay.
They're gonna keep that other tract as conservation.
Okay, thank you. This is a public hearing on the zoning review ID PZ 3720.25 lot B3 for Waste Pro Louisiana. Anyone requesting to speak?
I have one comment to read.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
All right. It's John Scanlon. He lives at 10440 Shadow Lake Drive in Geismar. Ascension Parish Zoning Commission. I've been made aware that current land behind my home is being contemplated to change into an industrial category. I am opposed to such a change. Currently along Robert Wilson Road, this mingling has already occurred. Residential and industrial of any category, intermingling should not be permitted. The current applicant will be loading and offloading containers in my and my neighbor's backyard. Who wants giant containers making noise in their backyard? In addition, what will be next is if this applicant is no longer there and the zoning is changed. There are plenty of other alternatives for this entity to locate. This is not necessary or appropriate for our residential community. Please do not approve this application. In addition, a buffer zone should be created between residential and any category of industrial. Thank you for your consideration, John Scanlon. And no one else signed up.
Okay, thank you. Public hearing is closed. Mr. Brock, from staff standpoint?
Yeah, the staff recommends to accept the light industrial district as requested based on the new division of property, the property fronting Interstate 10 and leaving a conservation zoning along the north and west property line, and the surrounding existing zoning and existing land uses.
So the surrounding land uses are light industrial?
Across the street is light industrial, yes, sir, and along the whole street, south side of that street, and to Highway 30, yes, sir.
Okay. Commissioners? Mr. Villa?
Yeah, so containers, what kind of containers? Can you give me a little insight on that?
So right now, we haven't 100% decided what we're going to do in the light industrial side of the piece of the property. They're going to be admin offices and then also a lay-down yard for some of our containers. So it's not going to be a hauling division coming in and out of the property. So we may store some trucks there as well. So we're coming up with the intended use of the property if we get the rezoning approval tonight.
What kind of containers do you have in inventory? Open,
Open,
like
No, they're-
roll-offs?
no, they're roll-offs.
That's
yes.
what I was
Yeah, some
getting at.
roll-offs and other, we're going to relocate our Portalette division as well. So restroom trailers will be on the property as well. So those are contained.
What's gonna be there?
Restroom trailers,
What else?
it's a Portalette division, yeah. So
Okay.
there's some, and then the
That's. right,
precision
Okay.
office, yes.
In roll-offs, empty roll-offs?
Yes, sir,
Okay,
yes.
okay, thank you.
Mr. Schexnayder?
My main concern, and I understand what Mr. Brock said, that this is essentially it's going to be a contiguous zoning of the area south and then to the east along Robert Wilson Road. But correct me if I'm wrong, that area is also nothing but residential. It's just zoned light industrial. So if you drive down there, you see nothing but houses. Am I wrong in that?
You see houses on the south side, yes, sir, and that's light industrial. Those were there prior to zoning.
Correct. And that's something that really concerns me is, look, I understand what y'all are trying to do, but we've already got substandard roads in and around that area. Now we're looking at adding, say, heavy trucking along with roll-off dumpster, quality size trucks to a substandard road. And I say substandard, not necessarily on the size, but if you drive down it, my little car found it very substandard. And I don't know what Move Ascension or what we have in the parish scheduled to redo that road, but that's a concern of mine. Also know that we just recently had in the city of Gonzales, we had a roofing company that applied for a rezone, and the citizens in that area really came out against it. I've just got a lot of concerns with this location, so can you help me alleviate those concerns by any stretch?
Well, one of the reasons why we selected this location is that we did an acquisition last year and we acquired a company called Precision. We're leasing an office space right now, and we're gonna build 2 admin offices that will house about 28 people in each office space. And then we're gonna use the rest of the property as kind of a lay-down yard, if we will, for containers that are not currently in use but waiting to be in use. So, we're thinking that minimal traffic impact. I mean, I know that might be a part of our design package if we get the approval tonight. So we're happy to adhere to that and be very transparent what we plan on doing with the property in the future.
In regards to the zoning, we are proposing to subdivide this into 2 separate tracts in case, once we get the zoning. At that point, there would be a 100-foot wide buffer zoned conservation between any residential and the light industrial. In addition to the industrial in the area, if you go west of all the residential area, there's a large industrial area as well located on North Robert Wilson Road as well. And so
let me understand this, because now you talked about petitioning the property after you get the zoning, but you already have, the 14 acres has already been petitioned out from the 20 acres. So the 14 acres in this conversation is really, nothing's gonna happen to it, it's just gonna remain
Correct.
conservation. So
Conservation.
when you say you're gonna petition the property, if you get the rezoning, you're talking about petitioning the 20 acres.
no, sir.
He's talking about what you see in front of you.
It's
I'm
30
talking about what you're seeing in front of you, we're not dividing the 20 acres any further, if that's what you're asking me.
The whole petition was 34 acres. They have subdivided a
Well,
14
wait,
acre
wait.
and a 20
He-
acre.
Yeah, they've subdivided a 20 and a 14. I understand that, okay? But he just said, if we get the rezoning, we're gonna subdivide, we're gonna petition, but it's already petitioned.
So it's a proposed re-subdivision based on the approval tonight. So if we get the approval tonight, we will make a formal resubmission, a new legal description, and keep, subdivide out the 14 acres. That will be remaining the exact zoning that it currently is today, conservation. Then the other 20 acres, we're asking to rezone that piece for light industrial.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of maybe
understand all that part.
misinterpretation of what was said.
But I'm
Yes,
getting
sir.
confused between, Lance said it was already petitioned, and then, I'm sorry, the gentleman said that you're gonna petition it after it's rezoned, and that is not the same.
Yeah, what was advertised is what you see in front of you. So the legal description that was advertised is this. So whatever your recommendation is, it's only gonna be for that part that is tract B3A.
So, hold one second.
We've got two different
Yeah, 1 second.
maps.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what I don't want to do, this is just my opinion, is to take a piece, a 34-acre piece of property, and say, we're going to zone this 20 acres of it this way, and the other 14 acres, we're going to leave that way, because it's a single parcel. I don't think that, I don't know, do we do this? Do we put two zoning classifications on the same parcel of property?
Yes, whenever they subdivide the property, it's gonna be done, just
But they
like it
haven't
is.
subdivided the property yet.
Correct.
See, I'd rather you come back after the property's subdivided and ask me to ask us to rezone the 20 acres. Because right now, what you're asking us to do is rezone a single piece of property two different ways. I understand you have an intent to
Yes,
subdivide,
we have,
an intent to subdivide.
that is our intention, is to subdivide it, and we will make that formal if we get the approval tonight, and that will be, we can make that a condition of the approval. We have no problem with that. But having it further.
They submitted an application, basically because what they want to do is, there's no need to subdivide the property if they don't get the approval. So we
Correct.
required them to submit a formal application, so we've got the application, and if it's approved, then we will move forward with the application. We've been holding it, and if it's approved tonight and then the council, then they'll follow through and complete the subdivision of property, and if not, then it will just go away.
So any motion that we would have for approving this would have to have, as part of that motion, a component that says it's only granted if the property, it's only consistent if the property is actually subdivided.
Well, you're rezoning it based on the property description that's included in the map. And if it's approved, then we will complete the application and complete the rezoning and record the map according to what's here, that we already have the application for.
Our problem is you're asking us to rezone B3, but in actuality, you want us to rezone B3A, which is not a thing yet.
What's that?
B3A is the result of splitting V3. But
Correct.
their-
And
their request
B3A
is to
was
resume
what
B3.
was,
That's what the application's for, is
applications for.
B3A.
Yes.
But that's not what our agenda says. It says. Okay.
Okay, so this is a request for B3A.
And the legal description that was in the paper is the description of B3A. That was what was,
Well, that provides a little bit of clarity, so at
yeah,
least we
yeah,
got
that's,
that.
that was in the,
Yeah.
in the paper.
Correct me if I'm wrong, we just had a SPUD that told us they had good intentions too from 2007, and that didn't go down, did it?
Yeah. Okay, so I understand now. I was very concerned about
Yes, sir, of
rezoning a 34-acre piece of property into a 20 and a 14 when it's a single piece of property and hasn't been subdivided yet.
Yes, sir.
That was my concern. Okay, commissioners, now that I've rambled, y'all have any questions?
Beat a dead horse on that one, did you?
Okay, the only other comment I have to make is the same thing I always make, and that is recognize that we're sure you have good intentions, but once it's rezoned to industrial, light industrial, you can do anything you want on it that falls within that zoning classification, and that's always, to me, kind of an issue.
Well, we'll have a question for Lance then.
Okay.
With the light industrial, would the toilets be included in that for sanitary sewer, I guess, or sanitary,
It's-
cleanup waste would be?
I made this clear when we started with the applicant, making sure that this zoning designation is gonna fit their use, and they stated that it would. Now, to answer your question, if it's behind and if it's fenced and if it's buffered and all those other things, I mean, yes, those things would be allowed as long as they're behind the building, as long as they're behind a fence, behind, all these other things. But I did make it clear that, make sure that that zoning designation is gonna fit their need from the get-go, from the
I'm
beginning.
assuming you bring portalets and restrooms, you're gonna have to
You
pump
can-
out, you're gonna have to have that,
Correct.
the MSD in place. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Sheikh Snyder?
Like I said, my biggest concern is in this area. I've had a soft spot in my heart for the Robert Wilson area since I've been on the commission since 2017. I've always kind of protected that area. I just can't support this at this time. So I'm going to make a motion to recommend denial to the council for this zoning change.
We have a motion by Mr. Sheikh Snyder to recommend denial, and a second by Mr. Villa. And do we have any further discussion, Mr. Miller?
If we put a condition on there that they could only use that Isom Road and not used the Robert Wilson Road near the residential,
We can't on
that's not an
zoning.
option. Okay.
We can't put conditional.
Any further discussion? Any questions? Okay, let's cast our votes. The motion is to recommend denial to the council. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll do the machine. That's all right, that's fine. The motion passes 4-2 with Mr. Jones, Mr. Sheikh Snyder, Mr. Villa, and Ms. Unitas voting yes, and Mr. Miller, Mr. Nassar, that would be me, voting no, and Commissioner Kluwat is not in attendance. Motion passes 4-2. Next item is staff report.
No report.
Okay, the adjournment?
So motion.
Means adjourned.